Welcome into Lock It In with Cam Rogers right here on Believe, presented by betonline.ag. I am Cam Rogers, feeling oh so great on this Tuesday afternoon, straight out of the lab of my NFL Week 8 research. I've got a six-pack of best bets based off of proven, profitable betting systems. And I am, of course, applying multiple systems to each pick. That worked a week ago. I went 5-2 on the week. Of course, 4-2 on this show, 5-2, including my Monday Night Football prediction of under 43.5 in that Vikings and 49ers game. So be sure to follow me on social media at Cam Rogers Live for additional picks. I will often throw them up on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff. So definitely follow me on all available social media accounts. I appreciate all of you out there for subscribing and downloading this show. Of course, I go at least twice a week. Of course, my solo show, and then we have Believe Me with Clay Harbor, Brandon Lang, and yours truly also airing on national TV on Stadium. Again, a six-pack of games to go through here on this very show. Let's get into it. We're going to start with the Panthers getting 3 at home against the Houston Texans. Carolina is 0-5-1 against the number. Folks, eventually that will correct itself. Eventually Carolina is going to cover. And it makes all the sense in the world for them to do so at home, getting 3, playing a rookie quarterback in C.J. Stroud. Of course, the headline, Bryce Young versus C.J. Stroud in this matchup. Here's a betting system that is very proven. Team is playing an opponent in another division. The team is the underdog, spread less than 10, total 51 or less. Total 35 or more. The team's ATS win percentage is 25 or less. In this instance, 0. Team is at home. The dog is covering at a 69% rate since 1989, going 88, 40, and 4. Additionally, when home dogs lost their last game and the road team won the last game, later than week 6, the dog is covering, ready for this, at a 75% rate since 2020, going 44, 15, and 2. Again, eventually this number of 0-5-1 for Carolina is going to regress in a positive way. Give me the Panthers to cover that number against Houston. The Cardinals take on the Ravens at home. They are getting currently 8 points in this situation, and I like it a lot for multiple reasons and multiple betting systems. Let's start with one that worked very well in the Philadelphia game a week ago against Miami, fading teams with high point differentials. The logic being regression to the mean is coming, right? Opponent's point differential is 60 or more. The opponent won the previous game by 14 or more. The team is at home, week 9 or earlier, hitting at a 68% clip since 1989. Buy low home dogs, sell high road favorites. Another betting system here. The team lost the previous game, Arizona. Team is now an underdog, Arizona. Opponent's win percentage above 500. Later than week 6, opponent won the previous game. The dog is covering at an 82% clip since 2020, 32, 7, and 2. Lamar Jackson is not very good as a favorite of greater than 3. In the last 19 games, Lamar is 4-15 against the number as a favorite when the spread is more than 3. Put that all together. I love Arizona this week to cover plus the 8. The Rams taking on the Cowboys. Rams getting 6.5 in this one, and I am going heavy on the dogs here this week. I've got 3 betting systems that fit this play, but it is all predicated on the spread being less than 7. All right, so if this number moves to 7, which is possible, if the public really is convinced with Dallas, then I am off this game. So something to monitor here. But I will give you my favorite system out of the 3 because it has the biggest sample size. Road dogs after a bad season, meaning the team won less than 6 games last year, spread less than 7, over under less than 50.5. The dog is hitting at a 64% rate since 2006. 225, 129, and 9. Big sample size. And a bonus one, why not? Early road dogs, spread less than 7. Week 8 or earlier, teams' ATS win percentage is 50 or less. Teams' money line is less than 250. Over under 41.5 or more, and then 55.5 or less. Very specific, but the Rams fit this, covering at a 72% rate since 2019. Give me LA to cover. I talked about the Commanders and the Eagles when they first battled. That was in Philadelphia. The Commanders were getting 9 points. I was on the Commanders. Washington nearly won the game. I'm back on Washington, getting 6.5 at home against Philadelphia. When home dogs lost their last game and the road team won their last game later than week 6, the dog is covering at a 75% clip since 2020, going 44-15-2. Another system for you that's hitting at an 82% clip. How about this? We talked about it earlier. Buy low home dogs, sell high home favorites. Team lost the previous game. Team is an underdog. Opponent's win percentage is above 500. Later than week 6, opponent won the previous game. Dog is covering at an 82% clip since 2020. This is a rare betting system as well, favoring Washington. When a team scores 9 or less the previous week, playing at home as an underdog, they're covering at a 63% rate the following week since 2013. So I am on the Commanders. The Titans take on the Falcons. The Titans are getting 2.5 points in this one. Call it the Arthur Smith Bowl. Of course, Arthur Smith, a former coordinator out there in Nashville. He takes on his former team, and we love Mike Vrabel as a dog, especially as a home dog. And I don't care about Ryan Tannehill potentially not playing in this game. I think it could be addition by subtraction, with Levis and Willis playing in this game at the quarterback position. And it sounds like they are going to split time. So a lot to sort of study up if you're Arthur Smith and that Falcons team to really read the tape and understand what these quarterbacks bring to the table. Multiple betting systems cover this, and I will give you a new one with a hefty sample size, fading non-playoff teams over 500, week 8 or earlier. So this is the last time to do this. Opponent's win percentage is above 500. Opponent missed the playoffs last year, hitting at a 58% clip since 2004. 283, 206, and 14. Big sample size. Give me the Titans at home. All right, so I am all on the dogs here this week. Carolina, Arizona, Los Angeles, depending on the number, of course, Washington, and Tennessee. All right, actually, it's 5 games. I just realized that I have 5 best bets on the show, but I will probably have another one on my social media, so stay tuned on that. But 5 picks for you right here on the program. Best of luck to your bets here this weekend. Thank you for tuning in to Lock It In with Cam Rogers. I'll talk to you very, very soon.